I don't know why I pushed that button. I've been in intermittent horrible pain all day. I just pulled in screaming about how the guy that was about to have a head-on collision with me because he's parked the wrong way in this parking space and doesn't want to wait 2 motherfucking seconds for me to pull in. He wants to come at me. I yelled at him that he might want to possibly get a driver's license and that they're available in the bottom of Cracker Jack boxes. Then a pregnant lady came up and said, "Can you move the truck?" And I said, "Sure, I'm sorry for yelling. I didn't mean to disturb you. Sure, I'll move the truck. It's just that no one can drive." One of the interesting things I learned about my uncle on the interwebs after he died, Jeff Garland did a piece. I thought it was really interesting to find out something about your uncle from the interwebs. But Jeff Garland did a piece about how Byrne got really annoyed because he thought that the level of civility in modern society had degraded to the point where it's just horrific, you know. And gee, that person can't park either. He apparently would go around screaming at people that drove in an unsafe fashion. I do that, but I do it partly because I'm scared and, you know, permanently traumatized, and then also because I feel like the degradation of the lack of civility in the human race is a prelude to the apocalypse. How's that for a Berkeley English education, Mom and Dad? See, you did get your money's worth, sort of. Not really, I didn't get the paper, but I got that phrase. Which I just wrote in my head as I was talking to you now, audio listeners, and I just think that everyone's gone meshuggah, which is a Jewish word for meshuggah. And it's just, it sucks. I mean, everyone's gone insane. And soon, President Trump elect is going to have a press conference before he ever gets there to explain why he basically is disrespecting the CIA and not believing their assessment that Putin helped get him elected. Because Putin helped get him elected. So, in the meantime, I got my work done today. I'm almost ready to send this email, but my problem is that as I sit there, I try to write comedy. And what I write is stuff like, excuse me, your hotness, but you, well, hold on. Gee, I can't, because you have a light. Stop that. Excuse me, hotness, can you please stop flirting while discussing your selfies? Oh, wait, it helps me get over your hotness. And that's my comment on this really stunning Spanish girl who, the morning I got out of my 12-hour non-5150, came and decided to point her twat at me. And I didn't like it because I had just gotten out of hold where some people who seemed like aliens were trying to probe me. And so I said, "Can you stop that? You're annoying me." And she still came by and said, "Can you watch my bike?" "Well, I do lunch with this guy, but really I'm trying to talk to you." And so we chatted a little. And she went by a couple times with her glorious ass totally unclothed because they have this Brazilian bikini thing where there's a string in your butt. Then we flirted a little bit there. Then she went by again one time, I think surfing. Then she went by another time, once with a girl, once with a guy, once not with anyone. Then she sat down, and what I noticed was, I am stuck, and here's why. Because back in the day when I wrote a novel about my interaction with Tanya, my one and only attempt at love, what I wrote was, every action is a move in this game, and to quit is to play. Well, that's what's true with this Spanish girl. I'm sitting there going, "Gee, I just want to chat. I'm homeless and dizzy and bleeding, and I'd like to explain why, and you're fun to talk to. Do you want to have lunch?" But I don't really date. And she's going, "Gee, I'm playing the game of, it used to be a waltz, and now it's a contact sport. It used to be waltz, and now it's football. And so while I was sleeping and became Rip Van Job, the sexual revolution happened. It was a failure in my not-so-humble opinion. The primary result of it was that now men are pussies and women are dicks. And they don't know they're doing that because they still have these antiquated notions of love in their mind, but meanwhile they're just going around ruthlessly going, 'Gee, let me see what that hamburger looks like over there.'" And so today, for the millionth time, she sat there, and when I didn't immediately chat, even though she pointed her ass at me and said hi and smiled, she sat down with a dude, and by the end he was dictating. They were discussing selfies, and I was like, well, I should be more turned off by this, and I am, but she's so hot, and she wants to talk to me, and I just want to talk. But you can't, here's why. See, what they're saying is, we want you to make a move, buddy. And if you're not going to, I'm going with him because I need to know you're really in. And I made one attempt at chatting with you after you cursed me because you got out of a nut house. So we're not going there again. And what I'm saying is, I can't. I'm sick. I'm dizzy. I'm tired. I'm bleeding. I'm trying to work to get an email done to get a gig to feel worthy of a really hot woman like you. I'd like to take you out for a proper dinner and have a place to take you back to. So in the meantime, you're distracting me from getting my shit done, and boy, isn't it annoying to watch you talk to another guy in front of me when I don't make a move. And so that's what I'm saying. It's contact sport. It used to be a waltz. Now it's football. And, you know, every action is a move. And to quit is to play. So I sit there quitting, going, can we just not? And she's like, no, with him. And at the end, I go to the truck to get one more thing to continue working. I come back. She's ordering coffee. She's chatting with Oscar. They're doing the Espanolish thing. I'm out of the loop. I go sit down. On the way out, I try one time to see, well, can we just, I go, did I steal your seat? She says no and leaves. That is the 6th time, and literally, she's so hot, most women only get one round of that with me. I'm ignoring you. Great, go away. Yes, but I want you. I'm just, are you going to, what's your problem? You going to make a move? What are you, wimp? Just, what are you gay? Come on. No, I'm sitting here bleeding with the, look at my face. So at some point, it's just sort of like, I'd like to talk to you like a real person, but this isn't a conversation. You can't be friends with a woman. She's not a person. She's a woman. She's busy being a woman. See, this is why. Because it's a game, whether you like it or not. And every action is a move. And to quit is to play. And I'm sitting there going, I'm quitting because I don't want to play. Can we just, you're going to really right with him and right in front of me. He was me dictating. At the end, they had their phones out. Is this an interaction? 2 people have their phones out and they point them next to each other. And then he dictates email and websites and shit. And then they leave. Was that a conversation? Because these people can't have a conversation. They literally had a conversation at the end I listened to that I should have been more turned off, but like I say, she's super hot, about which position your selfies look hotter from. She decided that from downward they look hot, from up they look less flattering. I think that's true, but who fucking cares? That said, I still am going to go for round 7, and please can we have a conversation, and I don't want to play football or waltz at this point. Can we just talk, maybe? No? I'll buy lunch. I'll bribe her to. She's so hot and interesting. I will literally, like an alien anthropologist from another planet, I'm going to now inspect this woman and possibly, you know, I'll inquire and possibly inspect. Inspecting goes to possible hands-on research. Let's not go there yet. I'm having a theoretical conversation with her based on me bribing her by C, please can I buy you lunch, but I'm bleeding and did you notice? I can't just. The Lions came to Detroit that day to play, but the Raiders were having none of it. You know, with the slow motion and the dirt flying and the... No.